No, it's not that. I said like it says لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن
Ah,
له كفوا أحد, right?
yes.
Yeah. So when it says he's not begotten and he's not born, well, is Jibril born? And did Jibril give birth? No.
Yeah, Jibril was born. He was not born in the same way that
How he can
people are
be
born
born? Do he
now.
have a mother?
He was created.
Yeah, but this is not born. You know what born mean, right?
Yes.
Okay, born doesn't mean if you are created, you know. I am created too, and you are created, but we are born, correct?
Yes. So
Okay.
by born, if you mean like born as in born out of,
There's no other
a
meaning
woman,
for born. Born is born of a mother. Otherwise,
born
you're
of a
not
woman.
born.
Okay. Okay, then born, if you mean by that, then that's a fair point. But if you say that other thing where there's nothing like him, then there are many things like the angels. Jibril is an angel. There are multiple angels, but there's not multiple gods. Yes, so
This is a claim Muhammad he said, but the Quran proves the opposite. As an example, if you open with me the first chapter in the Quran, do you have your Quran with you?
I can see the first chapter.
Okay,
I can see that.
all right. In the first chapter, it says, "In the name of Allah, the most, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen." Who is the one who's
Yes.
talking? Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. What does that mean?
Does that mean all praise and gratitude be to Allah, Lord of the worlds?
Who is talking?
Well, the Quran is Allah's word, yes?
Okay, so Allah is saying Alhamdulillah, thanks to Allah.
Yeah, so this surah represents a conversation that so you know how the prayer, the obligatory prayer starts with the surah, right? So this surah represents a conversation
Where
that the
where is
Muslim
where is the
has.
conversation? Where do you
The
get where do
conversation
you get
as
this?
in,
Where do you get the word conversation from? Is it in the Quran saying this is a word of conversation?
no, I'm saying this is what the surah represents.
No, it's not up to you. When you say something, you have to prove it.
Yeah. So there is a hadith. I can try to do some research and find it
No problem.
where,
You see, you Muslims, very funny. I'm not trying to put you down, by the way,
sure.
uh, but it's very funny to say there's a hadith, and then that's mean the Quran is missing. You could not give me the guidance of Allah to explain who is Allah, except by going to a hadith. And hadith is a word of a man. His name is Muhammad, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So in order for Muhammad to explain, he have to receive words from God, correct?
Yes.
What is the word of God? Here we go. We go back to zero. We go back to the Quran.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, that's fair. So another point, you said that the Quran affirms the Bible.
No, let's focus first on Allah. So if
Okay.
Allah is unique, as an example, the Quran proved that Jesus is not God and his mother too. But the Christian don't believe that the mother of Jesus is God anyway. But how Allah he proved that Jesus is not God?
So there was a group of Christians
Yeah,
that did actually believe that Mary was
not true.
a
Not even, never exist.
wasn't that the Coloridians?
There is nobody believe that she is a part of a Trinity, not a single Christian group.
There was a Christian group called the Coloridians, I believe,
I
that
don't.
said that she was
Those
part of
are
the Trinity.
if they are exist, those are Christians. So how you can call them Christians? You know, when
They
you say,
identified
no,
as Christians. It was
my
a Christian
friend,
group.
well, my friend, when I say Christian, a Christian is people who believe in Trinity. If they don't, like as an example, we have Jehovah's Witnesses, right?
Yes.
Can we call them Christians?
I mean, I'm not familiar with the Jehovah's Witness belief.
No, we cannot. They call them Jehovah's Witnesses because they don't believe in the Trinity.
They don't believe in Trinity.
Okay, so
So
if you don't believe in the Trinity, which is God the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, you are no Christian. And when the Quran he speak of Mary, but he called the Nasara, all the Christian believe in that. He doesn't say a group. So when a Muhammadan like you try to fix it, he say a group. But then you have to say a group. Some Christian they say, or some people say, no, he called the Christians. He say that those who say that and those are the Christians. But if you look with me, chapter 5, verse number 75.
okay, can you read?
How
You want me to read
Allah,
it, or you want to read it?
you know Arabic?
No.
Okay, read it in any language you want. What translation you are reading?
Well, you want to read it in English, cause how do you want to do it?
Well, here you can check it yourself on your phone or computer. Allah want to prove that Jesus and his mother are not God, Why? Because they eat food. Is that correct?
I can check. I'm not near my computer now, but I can check if you'd like.
You can do as you wish. I have it in the screen anyway.
Okay. So yeah, if you could we give me a minute, I can check on that on the computer, or you can read it, because yeah.
My friend, you can just type in your computer, because in Skype, the good thing about Skype, you can exit the page of Skype, I mean the app, and you can search on your phone, correct? So
Yeah.
chapter 5, verse number 75, read it. So it says, Allah trying to prove to the Christians that Jesus cannot be God and his mother, which is funny, because they eat food.
But does God eat food?
Do Jibreel eat food?
I mean, I don't know what Jibreel does. I don't know what Jibreel is, but I know that God is self-sufficient. Yes.
This is not a question. Jibreel, that means Jibreel is self-sufficient too. He's God.
Jibreel is not God.
Well,
He's an angel. He's a creation.
Okay, you see, we are using the logic of your God. Your God said they eat food, trying to prove that he is not God, right? So the one who don't eat food, he is God.
I mean, we don't know if Jibreel eats food or not. That's the thing.
No, you know, the chapter was speaking about when the three angels they came to Abraham, they did not, and he put food for them. They did not touch it, and this is how Abraham he noticed that they are angels, not the human. Right?
They did not touch it. That doesn't mean that they don't eat food. That just means that they didn't.
No, this is what you Muslims say. This is not me.
Gotcha. So, like for example, when you say Abraham gave food to the angels, and they did not accept it.
My friend, you can search right now. You will find that every single Muslim in the world, especially scholars, agree that angels don't eat food.
So far, this 18-years-old Muslim boy behavior is more calm than 99% of Abdul's over 40s.
Okay, so based off that alone, if, for example, if you was to say the verse says Jesus is not God because he doesn't eat food, or because he does eat food. I'm sorry.
Because he eats food.
Because he eats food.
Yeah.
So he cannot be God.
Why? Are you saying to me that your God cannot eat food?
He doesn't need to eat food.
No. My question is very simple.
Yes.
Can your God eat food or he cannot?
I mean, I don't think he does not need to eat food. He's self-sufficient.
No, you see, we are. This is not about he need. You know, Jesus he fasted. Okay. Jesus did fast for 40 days, not fast from drinking tea and coffee, and you know, fast, total fast. There is no human being can fast for 40 days. But this is another question now. Can your God eat or not?
Okay, I say no, because God does some things that befit his. Hold on, no, I say no because God. There's a difference between what God does and what God is. So what God is he's eternal and he's self-sufficient. So God does things that befit that nature.
The angel Jibreel and all the angels don't eat. That means they are self-sufficient. That means they are God.
You asked me if God can eat food. I responded to you. Yeah.
No. You see, you are saying to me because he is self-sufficient, he don't eat. There's the reason, right? The reason. You are bringing me the reason.
No, I'm saying because he does not eat.
Yeah, this is the reason.
He does not have to.
No, because he don't have to. Okay, Jibreel don't have to. Why?
Yeah. So what I'm saying.
So no. What you are saying that Allah is God because he is self-sufficient. Well, all the angels are self-sufficient. If you open the chapter 51, verse number 27, you will find the Quran saying clearly that when he brought for them food, those the guests who came to Lut, not to Abraham, sorry. Actually, to Abraham, sorry. They did not touch it. Why? Because simply they are angels. You can open the interpretation because angels don't eat. And then right away, he noticed because they did that, you know, he noticed that they are angels.
Okay.
So, so the angels, yes, they don't eat food. Allah don't eat food. Which one of them is God?
Allah is God.
Okay, but Allah, he said in the Quran, because Jesus eat food, he cannot be God. But now we have all the angels, they don't eat food.
Well, actually, yeah, that's I'll give you that one. Like I said, if I
Okay,
don't
you
know the
gave me many
answer
of
to a
them. So
question,
let us see another one. The
okay.
Quran says you cannot compare, and this is what you call me for, right? You can compare in Allah. Allah is unique, right?
Well, that's one of the reasons, yeah.
Okay, but can we compare Allah to anything?
I mean, he's God, yes. There's nothing like him.
This is not the question. Can I compare him to
Yes.
anything or not?
Can you compare him?
Yeah.
No.
Why we cannot compare him?
Cannot compare him like as who he is? No, you cannot compare God to anything. Can you agree that you can't compare
So
God to anything?
can I say, okay, do you go to school?
Yes.
All right. Can I say you are the best student, or I cannot say that?
What do you mean? Can you say you're the best student?
I want to compare you
I
to
mean,
the student in your age, in your
okay,
school. Can I compare you, or I cannot?
you can.
Why I can compare? Because there is many of you, correct?
Yes.
So if I compare, that means you are not only one, right?
If you compare me to other humans, then there's not only one.
No. If
If
I
you're talking
say,
about the
okay,
best
hold
of,
on. If I say I am the best student, does
yes.
that mean you are the only student, or there's many students?
No, that means there's many students.
If I say I am the best creator,
okay, that brings us to my next point. The best of creators, humans are also creators, right?
no.
How? We a father and
Can
a
you
mother
create any?
a son.
No. Your father and mother, they cannot create anything. This is God. He gave the ability of reproduce, not to recreate. The creator is God. You know, a second ago, if you remember, 5 minutes ago, I asked you, me and you were created. You agreed, correct? We are
Yes.
created by who? By our mother or by our God?
I mean, we're created
By who?
by.
By who?
We were created by God. Yes.
Exactly.
God created everything.
So your mother and your father cannot create you. God gave them the ability. This is God ability. And you remember, in Islam, you remember that even the soul, you can create the sperm, the semen, but Allah, He sent His angel to put the soul inside the body, correct?
Yeah, I believe that that's
Okay,
sensible,
so the
yes.
soul is coming, not only the body. But if we go in the Quran, you will find the Quran says, what is the word of creation? Chapter 22, verse number 73. Search it. It says, how you worship someone instead of Allah, and you worship those ones who cannot even create a fly. So the word of creation in the Quran is not for a creating of a bicycle. This is not a creation. This is a creative idea. I did not create the steel. I did not create the rubber. I did not create anything. I just put them together.
I think it's God that's giving people the ability to create.
No, this
but
is
it's
not.
the
No,
humans.
my friend. The creator.
Didn't you say that?
Okay, when I say, okay, hold on, I will go with you. So you just
Okay.
said now, I will go with you. You see, I will adopt now your idea. It's the correct one. Forget about my idea. So I will adopt your idea. So you are saying now to me that we as a human, we are creators.
We create other humans based off of the ability that God has given us.
Just give me an answer. So now, are you saying to me that we as a human, we are creators?
Like I said, yes, we create other humans.
Okay, so
based
how
off
you are
God's
calling
ability.
me, saying to me, you want to prove that Allah is unique? You just agreed that we are a creator, Allah is a creator, so we are creators and He is a creator. So all of us, we are creators. He's not unique.
He says He's the best of creators. That's
exactly.
That's valid.
Okay, that's mean He is. You know, I asked you, can we compare Allah to something else? You said no. But now He is saying He is the best of the creators. That's mean He is. I am a creator. He is a creator. I am God. He is God. He is the best God. I am lower God. How in
Yeah,
the world?
He's the best of creators. Like I said,
Okay,
humans.
can I compare Allah to an idol, and I say He is the best of the creator?
Compare Allah to an idol. I mean, an idol's an idol.
Idol, pagan god.
Like Baal or something like that.
Yeah, can I say Allah is the best of the creator compared to Baal?
I mean, Baal is an idol.
Okay,
it's just a stone figure.
So are you saying this is wrong to compare Allah to Baal?
Yes.
Okay, then how Allah He compare Himself to Baal in the Quran?
Where does He compare Himself to Baal at?
In the Quran.
Can you tell me where?
All right, can you give me a week to find the verse?
Sure.
Yeah, just give me a week. I will call you back. Chapter 37, verse 125. It says,
That's,
will you call upon Baal and forsake the best of the creators?
wait, can you repeat that again?
Chapter 37, verse 125. Allah
Yes.
comparing himself to Baal. Remember, you are the one who said to me, it's wrong because we cannot compare Allah to an idol.
Yeah, we cannot compare Allah to an idol. Us
Okay,
humans can't.
but Allah, he himself comparing himself to Baal, claiming that Baal is a creator and he's the best of the creator. Go ahead, read it.
Okay, 37, 125. Hold on, let me read the verse. Like I said, if you're correct, I'll tell you, and I'll give you two fair ones. I'm not a cocky one, right?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, let me find the verse, and I will. Give me a second. I'm sorry, it was 37 verse what?
125.
125. Yeah, so it says, do you call upon Baal and forsake the best of the creators?
Okay.
So he's okay. So when he says, "Will you call upon Baal?" You know that idolatry worship is haram, right?
No,
Okay.
you Muslim kiss black stones, don't you?
I'm sorry, what?
You Muslim kiss black stones. You go around the Kaaba. That's adultery.
We kiss black stones?
You don't?
I mean, I don't. If they're Muslims, like kiss black stones.
You're a prophet, he said.
How's that adultery?
A second ago you don't like it. Now you like it because you're a prophet, he said.
No. I'm saying, how's that adultery?
Well, stone, it's a stone. Why you kiss a stone? But let us go here first, and then we go to the stone. So Allah, he compared himself to Baal, and you are the one who said to me it's wrong to compare Allah to Baal. You remember? You said that.
Yes.
And
so
now,
that's not a comparison.
and now, just to show you how you changed. Now, the second I showed you that this is in the Quran, Allah himself comparing himself to Baal. Now you start using the duct tape method, trying to duct tape what Allah said, forgetting what you just said to me less than 3 minutes ago, that it's wrong to compare Allah to Baal.
No. Okay. What I was saying is, he's not comparing himself to Baal. He's saying calling upon Baal is idol worship, and that's a sin, and a sin forsakes God, right?
Where it says it's a sin, for what are you adding things to the Quran? Now it says, will you
No,
call
because the
upon
Quran says
Baal?
idol worship is a sin.
No, my friend. He says, will you call upon Baal and forsake the best of the creators? So
Yes.
that means Baal is a creator. Allah is best.
No, that's not what that means. So
Okay,
he's saying,
can you compare yourself? Can you say I am the best of fakers?
I mean, you can say that. I don't know why you would.
But that means you are faker.
No, so what he's not saying that Baal is a creator.
No,
He's
no,
saying,
no, 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 listen to me.
Okay.
Focus with me with the word I'm saying. Fake is somebody, a liar, right? False, right?
Sure.
So when you compare yourself to someone is false, and you say you are the best of the fakers, that means you are fake too, correct?
Yeah, that does mean that.
Exactly, that's what Allah did. When he compared himself to false God, calling him creator, claim he is better a creator, because when you say the word best, if you read with me, it says the best of the creators, not I am the only creator. So if he say, are you going to worship Baal, the false god, the false creator, then that makes sense. But he did not say that. He approved Baal to be God, creator, claiming that he is the best of Baal. So there's Baal, there's Allah, but Allah is better than the Baal. So Allah is not putting down Baal. Allah actually here praising Baal, saying he is a creator, but he is better Because as I said, you cannot say I am the best of fakers unless you are fake. So if Baal is fake, then you cannot say I am best, because the word best mean what? The best, I think you speak English better than me. We have better, correct me if I'm wrong, better, and like best.
Sure.
Best is way better than better, right?
Sure.
Okay, but I say, if I say I am, he is the best of the student, that mean I do not mean the student they are bad. I say, I'm just saying that he is really the best between them. He is the most brilliant, huh? But that means they are brilliant too, but he is the highest. So when Allah compare himself to Baal, he is the same as Baal, because you cannot compare yourself to something false and you use the word best. Do you think Allah, he used the wrong word in Arabic?
Okay. So I see one problem with this. Now you have a strong case. I do see one problem with it though. So when the Quran says you call upon a Baal and forsake the best of the creators, so idolatry is a sin, right?
In,
Now, I'm
Is-
not trying to. Yes.
in Islam is not.
The Quran doesn't say idolatry is do you agree that do you believe that idolatry is a sin?
You Muslim worship Muhammad. You associate the name of Allah with the name of Muhammad, don't you?
How do I replace the name of Allah with the name of Muhammad?
No, do not replace it. You associate the name of Allah with the name of Muhammad.
I respect this young man honesty. He accept when he is wrong and move on. Nice so far.
How so?
Okay. If Muhammad says something and Allah says something opposing Muhammad, which one you take?
Has that ever happened?
Oh, thousands of times.
Wait, actually?
Huh?
Can you give me an example of that?
Okay, as an example,
I'm interested now.
the Quran say you can do muta. You know what muta, right?
Yes.
Okay. Muhammad in the Hadith says don't do muta. Which one you follow?
Oh, you mean mutamar is the thing that was made haram after, like later, when it became
But
an
there is
issue?
no Quran says haram. You see, I'm comparing between Allah word and Muhammad word. So Muhammad, I ask you, which one you follow? And then you
Sure,
ask me
sure.
to
But
example.
Muhammad's words, if a prophet of God gets his information from, who do you believe the prophet of God gets his information from?
Well,
Sir.
no problem. If Muhammad he got information from Allah, he should get it as Quran, correct?
He can get it in multiple ways. A prophet of God can receive multiple.
That's mean the Quran is not the word of Allah only. There's thousands of books are the word of Allah. Al-Bukhari, you know, Sahih Muslim, At-Tirmidhi. All of these are the books of Allah then.
All of these are the books of Muhammad's accounts, and Muhammad's accounts show that he was given revelations.
So now you
of Allah
are,
speaking.
so now, and Muhammad never said that Allah told him. Can you show me where Muhammad said Allah told me don't do mut'ah? Give me where. Because if you receive it from Allah, still is going to be, should be in the Quran. I mean, why Muhammad will not put what Allah he said to him in the Quran? Let's say I receive messages from God, one by the fax, one by email, one by text messages, one by voice messages. At the end of the day, all of them, they are the word of God. Do we agree?
Sure.
Okay. Shouldn't we put them all in where the book of God should be? The word of God? The book of God. We should not put them in the, we should not put them like, do you write what Allah he said to you in a paper and then you throw it in the garbage, or you throw it, or you put it in the book of God?
I mean, if the book of God is already complete, right?
What complete? You see, you're not focusing with me. I'm asking you. You said that Muhammad he received Quran in many ways, and actually, I want to show you something.
No, I never said that, sir.
You said that.
I didn't say he received Quran in many ways. I said that he's a prophet of God. Yeah. So the words that he speak come from God, right? So like the example of muta marriage.
Exactly. That's mean. See, you're worshiping a man. So now you just said to me, the word he speak is the word of God, even though it's not Quran.
Well, God can send revelations. God can speak through his prophets, yeah?
No, no. Muhammad never spoke to his God. Show me where it says that.
I mean, do you agree that God can speak
my
to
God,
his prophets?
my God, but not your God. You see, when you speak about your God, speak about your God. So did your God speak to Muhammad ever?
I don't mean he spoke to Muhammad. I mean the words he spoke through.
Don't tempt me. No, there's nothing called through. Muhammad used to receive delivery through a postman. His name is Gabriel. He come to Muhammad as a man, right? So,
Sure.
and Gabriel, he don't give his own words. He gave the word of God, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then how we can find the word of God if it's not in the Quran? Then you say to me, Muhammad said, but isn't it the Quran is Muhammad said? You know, do you know that the Quran is a hadith book too?
The Quran is a hadith?
Yes.
What do you mean by that? The Quran is a hadith?
What hadith mean? What hadith mean?
The why hadith? Do you mean like the accounts of the Prophet, or do you mean
What hadith?
in,
What the word hadith mean?
Sir, I'm not familiar with Arabic.
Okay, but you don't, you never heard of the word hadith before?
I heard of the word hadith referring to the writings detailing the accounts of Muhammad.
Exactly.
I've heard of that.
Okay, but the Quran, as an example, saying that the best of the hadith is the Quran, and Allah, He speak. When He speak, He is making hadith. Read it, chapter 4, verse number 87. وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ حَدِيثًا. This is Quran. Quran called the Quran hadith. And then the Allah, He speak that the best of the hadith is the Quran. So in chapter 12, verse number 101, it says, "Oh God, bring me from you, bestowed upon me the interpretation of the hadith, which is the book of God, the hadith of God. The Quran is a hadith of God." So as you see, this is all over the Quran. So Quran is hadith, hadith is hadith, and Muhammad, he brings things against the Quran, and Muslims, they follow what Muhammad said. And then not only that, the Muslims, they take what Muhammad said against what Allah said. That means the Muslims, they are pagan and they are not monotheist. And not only that, you Muslim, you associate the knowledge of God with the knowledge of Muhammad. Is that correct?
What do you mean by that?
Okay. Can I say to you, you know best, or God know best?
God knows best.
Okay. Can I say Muhammad and Allah knows best?
Muhammad and Allah?
Yeah?
Muhammad and Allah both know best?
Yeah?
Well, I mean, Allah is all-knowing, right? As a God. So He knows. But every word that Muhammad speaks comes from God. Right?
No, this is not.
So like with your example.
I want you to focus with me. Focus with me. You see,
Sure.
I ask you, do you agree that Allah knows best? You said yes, correct?
Yes.
Okay, why He knows best? Because He's God, correct?
Yes.
All right. So if I give the title best to someone beside Allah, does that make Allah the only one who knows best, or there is more?
What do you mean? If you, for example, if you say someone else knows best
If
besides
I
Allah, that
say
means,
Christian Prince
yeah.
know best, and then I say Allah know best, now we have two know best. Do we agree?
I mean, sure.
Okay. So can we say Allah or we say Muhammad know best, or Allah and Muhammad know best?
Okay. So the problem with your thing is, Muhammad is in Islam, he's a prophet of God. So every word that he speaks comes from God. So with your example, of muta marriage, the Quran says, don't.
No.
Do this,
Focus
right?
with me. Focus with me. You are trying. You are trying to escape the question, my friend. Just focus.
No,
with
no,
me.
no.
No.
I'm
You are
just trying
trying
to
to
prove
escape.
your...
No. You see, I'm asking you a specific question. Can I say that there is someone beside Allah knows best? Don't explain to me Muhammad received from Allah. It doesn't matter how much he received. Like we learn every day new stuff. He still is a man. He's a human. Can we give the word best the same as we give it to Allah? We give it to Muhammad? Yes or no?
No.
No. So how the Quran and the Hadith, especially the Hadith, all of it says Allah and His Messenger knows best. Allah and His Messenger know best. All over. So you Muslims are mushrikeen. You worship a man beside Allah. So, and you are the one who said, agreed, that we should not say Allah and Muhammad knows best, because only Allah knows best, and the man will never know best, because whatever he knows is very limited. Read with me this hadith in front of us on the screen. Can you see it?
Sir, I cannot see.
Can you look at my YouTube channel?
Sir, I cannot,
Okay.
I can't
I
see.
was sitting behind the Messenger of Allah. This is Abu Dharr, the father of the ants, speaking, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, "Do you know where this set?" I replied, Allah and his apostle know best. He said, it's set in a spring of boiling water. Your prophet never get upset from saying that he know best the same as Allah. Never. And the Muslim keep repeating it every time they have such a conversation. Allah and his messengers knows best. And you are the one who agreed that the only one knows best is Allah, because we cannot give the word best to two, because that means they are not best, they are equal.
Yeah.
Okay, so how we can say Allah and his apostle knows best?
I'm sorry, repeat that again?
You agreed with me. I said we cannot say that both of them they knew best because that made them equal. You said yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This is what the Quran Islam teach. Islam teach you that Allah and Muhammad are equal because both they know best. It doesn't say that Muhammad knows some and Allah knows best. No. It says Allah and his apostle know best.
That's fair. Where does it say that?
This is in the Hadith. It's all over. This is Hadith in Sunan Abi Dawood, Hadith number 4002. It is Sahih. Here we go in Arabic. It says Sahih, Sahih al-Isnad. The sun set in muddy spring of water, hot water. And remember, Allah knows best. Allah do not even know where the sun set. But now what we found, that the Muslims are nothing but pagan mushrikeen. They associate a man, Muhammad, with their God, claiming that their God and a man, they know best. So they made the man equal to Allah in his knowledge. And that cannot be true, because there is no man. I mean, whatever we know nothing yet. The galaxies, imagine what God knows and we do not know. We know nothing, right? Correct? I mean, we are just smaller than a mosquito for him. So how we can compare the knowledge of a man to the knowledge of a God? And you when you put the name associating with God is what? Is to making someone else equal to him. Do we agree?
Yes.
But this is what you Muslim did. You just said Allah and his apostle knows best.
Sure.
You should leave Islam, my friend. This is a pagan cult. Muhammadan, Muhammad, he leveled himself upon the earth and he made himself equal to God. He never complained about Muslims saying to him, Allah and his message. You will find this everywhere. Almost every single statement, Allah and his apostle know best, and Muhammad never said to them, shame on you to say that. Only Allah knows best.
Yeah, that's fair. If that actually did happen, then a man was made equal with God. But like I said, back to your other point of, like I said, no, like I said, if you were correct, then I will look into that and I will say that's a fair one. If I'm not versed in the topic, I won't speak
It's
on
in
it.
front of you. You see, I'm not making things up, my friend. You can open YouTube. You can look. I'm not making things. You can go right now yourself. Go to sunnah.com and type, Allah and his message knows best, and you will find it all over. Allah and his apostle know best. Here we go. You can watch the video later, and I will type Allah and his apostle know. You will find it all over. Endless. Allah and his apostle know best. Allah and his apostle know best. So, and you agreed, if this is true, that means you Muslims, you made Muhammad equal to God, and that means you are pagan and you are mushrikeen, and Muhammad simply trying to replace God, making himself God on earth, fooling people. If I am you, and I can tell you, agree with me, you are a decent young man, you should leave Islam right away. This is madness.
Yeah, that appears to be a contradiction. I will look into that. If I really cannot find anything that if that's a clear-cut thing, then yeah, sure.
He admit this is a contradiction, he being honest, not like them other Abdul who will deny this even if you show them on the screen they will it doesn't say that. I have respect for this young man, he doesn't compromise. When something is wrong he admit, and when it is right he stand firm.
But I didn't want to
But you know,
discuss
why you are saying you want to search it, when I am showing it to you, you can just open the screen and you can read it and you will see I am not making things up. Why we need to wait until next century to find out when I am showing it to you on the screen? This is like, you know, I'm showing you from I'm showing you the hadith number, the words in Arabic, the words in English. You know, this is not my words. And later you can call me and you tell me, oh, Christian Prince, you lied to me. It doesn't say that. You know, that will be very embarrassing, isn't it?
if you actually did not lie, then why would I call you and tell you that you lied, right?
Okay, but that's mean I am so sure to the point I am going live on air, showing my screen, everybody is watching, and people, they can, you know, get me busted. They can say he's lying. It doesn't say that. Nowhere it says that.
Yeah. So for me, for a claim, I like to, like I said, if that is, if there's a clear cut, if there's no way to, you know, go into that, then that's a man made equal with God. Then sure, I will give you that. But like I said, if there's a claim made, I'm a person of that. If there's a claim made, I want to search. I want to analyze it thoroughly, and I want to do that. But if that
Okay,
is sure,
let us put that aside. I will give you time. You know, you can call me next time you call me.
sure.
But
So,
what do you think about Muhammad saying the sun set in a spring of hot water? You said that Muhammad get his knowledge from Allah, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is that really a knowledge from Allah?
What do you mean?
Do you agree that the sun set in a hot spring of water?
Like it can appear that it sets in a hot spring of water, right?
Okay. First of all, does it say there it appear or it says it set? Secondly, how it can appear? This is a spring of water. Have you ever heard of somebody, it appeared to him that the sun going in a spring of water? Spring. You know what spring mean?
Like a spring of water, like a
Spring,
body of water, you
spring,
mean?
yeah, spring, spring. The Arabic, it says spring. Aynun hamia. Ayn. Ayn is a spring. What do you
Okay,
think?
so wait, what happened?
What do you think? You're so quiet.
Yeah, I think he might be describing like what it looks to be like.
You see, my friend, I don't
Yes.
know, you call yourself Andrew Tate. I don't know even why you give yourself such a name. I mean, this guy is a pimp, and you don't sound like a pimp. You sound like a nice guy. Listen to me carefully. You keep saying it appear. Does it say there it's appear? He said, he asked him, the guy asked him, Muhammad actually is the one voluntarily asked the guy next to him in the donkey, do you know where the sun goes? Who's talking? Muhammad. The man answer says, Allah and his apostle know best. Muhammad now he like it because now he is the best of knowledge beside Allah. He answer, he says, continue talking, it's set in a spring of warm water. Hamiya actually in Arabic, not warm. Hamiya mean hot, boiling. But this is what they translate in your Muslim website. But here, does it say it look like, it appear, maybe it appear? I mean, why we add words to what Muhammad said? Do you think Muhammad was a stupid person? He forgot to add the word appear?
I don't think he's a stupid person.
Okay, did he forget to add the word appear maybe?
I think that was what he was. I think that's what he meant by that statement. That's what I'm saying.
So, but that's mean he gave us wrong information, because if he say it's set in a spring of warm water, That is a wrong information. And he is not giving us information from God, because there's no way God will say to him, tell them it's set in a spring of warm water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he meant like it looks to be that it's said. Now, and I'm not saying he said it. I'm saying he meant with that statement, it sets like this. It looks to set like this.
Like what?
Understand?
Like what?
Like what he said.
Okay, it's set in murky water.
Yeah, it appears to set like that. That's what he meant.
Okay, but is that right or wrong?
What? That it appears like that.
Is it the sun? Is it wrong or it's right? Is he correct when he said the sun set in a boiling spring of water?
Well, like I said, I think really means that that the sun looks like it sets in a spring of water, right? So if he said that, then if he said it looked like the sun was, that's what he meant. It looked like the sun was set in a spring of muddy, boiling water, like you said. Is that wrong?
I'm asking you, is that wrong or right? Does the sun set in a muddy spring of water, boiling water? Does it?
It does not set, but it might look like it does, yeah? That's what I meant.
Okay. You see, you are trying to avoid my question, and I'm being patient with you. I understand you are young. Maybe I'm the age of your father. Say hello to him, by the way. I'm asking you the question, please. Is it right to say, if I am teaching my student, if I am a teacher, that the sun set in a spring of boiling water? Is that a correct information, or I'm misleading them?
If you say the sun sets like this, right? If that's what you mean, the sun sets like that, then that's misinformation.
Okay, that's what he said. He said it set in a spring of boiling water. Exactly, that's what he said.
I believe he meant like it looks like it sets in a spring of boiling water. He said, where does the sun go? It sets in a spring of boiling water. He means that people can look at it and see this is how it looks like it sets.
So is it not like, have you ever heard of somebody, he saw a spring of water and he saw the sun appear to be sitting there?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever heard of somebody went to the spring of water and he found the sun sitting there appear to him this way? Anyone ever in history of mankind? Spring of water is little tiny hole in the ground where water coming. That's it. That's why we call it spring, not river. Spring is a spring, correct?
Yeah, spring is
Okay.
spring.
So it's a
Okay.
small thing. It's not even a lake. It's not even a river. So a spring of water. Okay. So this is spring. Is it possible for somebody to appear to him that the sun set in a spring of water? Is that possible? Even to appear?
Is it possible to appear like it from someone looking at the sun?
Yeah. Have you ever seen somebody? Have you ever go to the spring of water somewhere before?
I've never went to a spring of water. No, I've not.
Okay, you can watch it in YouTube. Have you ever seen a sun of sitting in a spring of water?
Have I ever seen sun spring a spring of water?
My friend, you are trying just to defend a false man. Obviously, it's a lie. I mean, first you want to make it look like it. Muhammad did not say. He said, do you know where it goes? Okay, I want to ask you, do the sun goes?
What do you mean does the sun go?
Okay, when the sun set, is it the sun is going? Is it the sun moving?
Doesn't the sun move? I mean, the earth moves, sure.
Well, okay, everything move, but this is not the question. During the time when the sun set, is it the sun going or the earth going around itself?
Isn't it both of them? The earth moves, the sun moves.
During the sunset time, everything
Yeah.
is moving in the world, no problem. Nothing is
Okay.
fixed, no problem. But this is not what we're saying. Now he is explaining the sunset. He's explaining that, correct? Do you know what was the question? I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this set, this what? The sun. So the sun, do you know where? Do you know what the word where mean?
Yeah.
Where is the location, correct?
Yes.
Exactly. So your prophet is speaking about that the sun is going to set in a certain location. Do we agree?
Do you know where the sun sets?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. What? Okay. Where is the sun set? Give me the answer. Go ahead.
What do you mean? Where does it says everywhere?
Exactly. But he did not say everywhere. He said, I replied, Allah and his apostle know best. He said, it's set in a spring of warm water. So you just get Muhammad busted, my friend. His sun set everywhere. I do not know to go anywhere. I do not need to travel to a spring of water to see the sunset. I can be even you can be inside jail and you can see the sunset if there's a window. You can be even in the end of the world. Even in Alaska, they have sunset and sunrise. Even in the North Pole, the South Pole. So you do not need to go anywhere to see the sunset. But your prophet claim, do you know where? Where? That means the sun is sitting in a specific location, and now he is going to tell you where is that. So where the sun set? I said, Allah and his apostle know best, because we are Muslims, we are pagan, associate Muhammad with Allah knowledge. And then he continued, he liked it, he said, it's set in a spring of warm water. It's set in, not as if, not it appear, not look like. So we, Muslims always, they try to duct tape what Muhammad say because it's so stupid, and people today they laugh at it because they knew it's wrong. But in the time of Muhammad, he can let it go because people are illiterate. Even Muhammad, according to Muslim, he was illiterate. So when you try to say to me, it appear, maybe he meant, it says it's set. Now, does the Quran say the same?
Does it?
Yeah. Don't you know?
Where?
Okay, here we go. You know Zulqarnain?
Who?
Zulqarnain.
I think I've heard that name before, yes.
Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Okay. According to your prophet and the Quran, Alexander the Great, he was a Muslim and he was a messenger of Allah. And Allah gave him the power of everything. In chapter 18, verse number 86, it says that Alexander the Great, or Zulqarnain, the man with the two horns, he keep going, he follow a road, verse number 85, then 86 says, till when he reached the sitting place of the sun. He reached where? He reached the sitting place of the sun. Remember, Zulqarnain, or Alexander the Great, he spent his life traveling. Actually, he did not even go back home since he left. He died abroad. So he reached the sitting place of the sun. And you remember, you are the one who said to me, the sun set everywhere, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. But he reached, according to the Quran, he reached the sun sitting place. He found it sitting in a muddy spring.
Yeah. So what he means, he found it. He found it setting, meaning what he was looking at with his own two eyes, right? He found it setting. That's what it appeared to him. He found it. He found it. He was looking at it with his own two eyes. So he found it setting like this. That's what that means. He found it.
Okay. So
yeah.
He found it. That means it's appear.
Yeah, he found it. What is that?
Who is the one who's talking?
What do you mean? Who's the one in the Quran?
Yeah, the verse here. Who is talking? Allah or this guy, Alexander the Great?
Well, if it's Allah, then Allah's talking.
Okay.
Yeah?
So how you say it appear? Why you are adding words? Why you Muslim? You see, I'm not. You are a nice guy, but I don't want. When I say lie, don't be upset. Okay, take it friendly. Why you are lying? Adding words is not there. He said he found. In dictionary, when I say I found, that means it appear.
That so when he says he found it setting, that means that he was looking at it with his own two eyes. That's what that means. No.
Hold on. I don't care about the eyes now. I'm asking you the word.
That means that he was looking at it.
I found. You see, Does it say is I found is the same as if he found, or as if he saw, or as it appear? No. When I say when I report a find, that means it's a fact. It is not maybe. It's not a thought. It is not sure. He found it sitting where? In a spring of muddy boiling water. So you Muslims, in order to fix the stupid mistake in the Quran, you try to duct tape again shamefully, saying this is how he saw it. Okay, let us say for the sake of argument, he saw it this way, but the Quran saying he reached the sitting place of the sun. It's in the front of your eyes. He reached the sitting place of the sun. Did he thought that this is the sitting place of the sun, or until he reached the sitting place of the sun? The Quran says until he reached the sitting place of the sun. Not he thought it is the sitting place of the sun. Not he appeared to him. So there's many things now there. He reached the sitting place of the sun. He found it. And now there's no ocean. See, the Muhammadan, like Zakir Naik and those liars, they try to fool you and fool everybody. Say, when you look at the ocean, don't you see the sunlight going down in the ocean? That's false. Because first, this is not about the ocean. This is a spring of water. Secondly, this is a boiling spring of water. This is not just even a water. So Muhammad, he is attached to fictions. People, they have stories from different time. They knew that there is some places there is water which is boiling, where the sun is getting its heat from. Maybe it takes shower in that boiling water and come back again. So where it says in his eyes, it look like, you make it up. Do you admit? Or you can find me in there, it says in his eyes it appear that he found it in the water.
So what is the word used for he found it?
He found it, yeah, that's it. He found it. He did not say, you see, do Allah speak good Arabic, or he is like a Pakistani guy, he's trying to learn Arabic like Sheikh Uthman, ketchup boy. Allah speak good Arabic, don't he?
Yeah.
Okay, can't he replace the word found it by saying he thought?
That's what I'm saying. What is the word used for he found it?
It says found it. This is found it. Wajadaha. Wajadaha, he found it. The translation is accurate. And the word wajada mean he found something, and it's a fact. If I say I found a rat in my room, I did not think it's a rat. I found. If I want to say I think, then I will use the word think. But when I say I found, that means that is a finding. That's not like I thought I was wrong. Found. When I say the scientists they found, that it's not a theory no more. It's not even an idea. They found. If I say your father found you playing game, did your father thought appear to his eyes, or really he caught you playing games red-handed? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are playing games. So now he did not say I thought you are playing games, I found you playing games. And that's what the Quran is saying. He kept going until he reached the sitting place of the sun, and he found it sitting in a muddy spring.
He found it setting. So he was looking at the sun, and that's how he found it setting.
How you can find that, my friend? You see, Allah is talking. The one is reporting about the guy is Allah. The guy is dead. Allah is telling Muhammad what happened to this guy. Allah is saying he found the sun sitting place, which is false. Did he thought to? This is the guy. Did he think? It is his thought that the sitting place of the sun is here? Or Allah is saying to us, until he keep going, keep going, keep going. The guy is not talking. Allah is talking. He keep going until he reached the sitting place of the sun. So it's Allah who is claiming that there is a sitting place of the sun. It's not the guy.
I mean, wherever he goes, isn't that the setting place of the sun? If the sun sets everywhere,
exactly.
then wherever
So
he goes
no, you see, not according to the Quran. According to the Quran, this guy he keep going till Till, not till the sunset, no. Not till the sunrise, no. Till he reached the sitting place of the sun. So if I say to you, I keep walking, walking till I found a chair to sit, that means this is a place. It's not I thought, it's not maybe, it's not what appeared to my eyes. I found. So he keep going, keep going, keep going. This is not about even the time of the sunset yet. He found the sitting place of the sun. And then he found the sun setting after he arrived there in a muddy spring. Let us make it simple for you. What is the connection between the sun and the muddy hot spring?
So when he says he found it, that means he's looking at the sun. He's looking at the sun, and that's what he was seeing with his own two eyes. The sun is
No
setting like
problem.
this.
So is Allah approving what he saw or he disapproving?
What do you mean?
You see, you keep saying to me, when he arrived to the sun, he found the sun, he appeared in his eyes. So did Allah agree the sun set in murky water or did not agree? I'm going with you.
He's only speaking from the perspective of the person. He
I
didn't
don't
agree or
care.
disagree.
Did Allah agree with him or not? Because my friend, just to show you how, you know, I feel sorry for you. You're trying to duct tape a stupid man. His name is Muhammad. In verse number 83, it says, they are asking you about Zulqarnain. Say, I shall recite into you remembrance of him. So they are questioning Muhammad to see how good knowledge he have. Allah now is supporting Muhammad, telling them about what this guy found. So Allah, he agree. Not only he agree, he is telling us what nobody knows. He is telling us that he found where the sun set. And you, Muhammad, and you try to add the word add, as if it appeared to his eyes. When he arrived there, he saw it. When he arrived there, he thought. All those words we cannot find in the Quran. So, in order to solve a stupid story, you are trying your best to be dishonest with yourself. I will leave that between you and yourself. You can lie to yourself. Who cares? People are laughing. I'm laughing. But why you want to laugh at yourself? You are a smart, a human being, and God gave you a brain. Use it. Nowhere it says what you are trying to say. And not only that, if you continue, you will see not only he found where the sun set, he found where the sun rise too. And then tell when he, verse number 90, tell when he reached the rising place of the sun. Did this guy think this is the rising place? No. Does it say he thought this rising place of the sun? No. He found it rising on people. Does the sun rise on people? Rise in people everywhere. So, I will leave you with your honesty, but I advise you, don't fool yourself. You are not fooling nobody. You are fooling yourself now. I feel sorry for you. I mean, you are a young kid, and you sound like a very nice, polite, and I like that about you. But, polite is not enough, because polite does not make you a good liar. Still, you are a liar, because you are trying to cover up. And even the hadith, I show you the hadith. The hadith says that the Prophet said the sun set in murky water. Did Muhammad say in the hadith that Zulqarnain, he did not even mention Zulqarnain. He said, do you know where the sun set? The guy, he says, well, Allah and his apostle know best. Did Muhammad appear to him the sun set in a spring of water too?
I'm sorry, what? Did Muhammad do what?
Did it appear to Muhammad too that the sun set in a spring of water too?
I mean, it looks like that. He said
Where?
it looks
I
like
mean, this guy is in the desert, and
Yeah.
the only spring of water is Zamzam, which is in the size of your fingers. So how the sun will appear to be sitting there? And if it's appear there, why Muhammad claiming that he have knowledge?